Did your Medicare supplement rate recently increase and you're wondering why that is? Well, we're going to talk about it in today's video. And at the end, I'm going to give you a solution, potential solution to this problem. So please stay tuned. My name is Jamie from meetjamie.com. I'm a licensed insurance agent. I help people understand how the Medicare program works, as well as connect them with the coverage that fits their needs. So there is a lot of interest on the internet about Medicare supplement rate increases. Just by way of reminder, a Medicare supplement plan is also known as a Medigap plan because it is sold by a private health insurance company and it is designed to cover the gaps left over from original Medicare. The first thing I want to say at the very beginning of this video is that no one has a crystal ball. Not an insurance agent, not an insurance company, not the government, not even beneficiaries. Insurance is subject to rate increases just like any other insurance. I should say Medicare supplement insurance is subjected to rate increases just like any other insurance. Our property and casualty insurance this year, we were notified that it went up 30%. So let's talk about some of the factors that go into this. I think it's fair to say that perhaps right now, as of the making of this video, the largest effect on Medicare supplement rates is most likely inflation. So just again, like any other insurance premium change, it is connected to inflation. So think about it this way. If you have rising healthcare costs across the board, this is for everybody, not just people on Medicare, but across the board, then it's bound to affect Medicare beneficiaries as well when it comes to their Medicare supplement plan. And so insurance companies, when you have inflation the way that we've had it the last couple of years, they have to adjust. And the way that they have to adjust is they have to go to their each state that they do business in, and they have to get approval to change the rate on their policy. So as you can imagine, this doesn't happen overnight. The other thing that you have to think about is when you have changes in the overall economy, it's a trickle effect. So if interest rates change, the change doesn't happen immediately to you and I. It trickles through the economy as the economy adjusts. And this is the same with Medicare supplement insurance companies. So there is no way to avoid of inflation affecting your Medicare supplement rate. Next, let's talk about location, where you live. So even without a rate increase, Medicare supplement rates vary greatly by several different factors: age, gender, and where you live. I had a client one time who called me up because he had a relative in a different state that had the same coverage that he had, but their rate was different. It was a lot less, as you can imagine. And so he was very curious. Why is this, I don't remember if it was a sibling or a cousin, but why is this family member's rate so much lower than mine? Well, it's because of where you live. A person paying for a Medicare supplement plan G in Iowa is not going to pay the same rate for a Medicare supplement plan G in California or Florida. Most likely their rate is going to be lower. So you have to consider where you live. Gender as well. So I think we all know, women tend to live longer than men. So they may get initially, depending on the type of plan that they get, a lower rate. But if they live longer, then it may be a wash because they have to pay more premiums. The other thing to consider is when you got your Medicare supplement plan. So if you apply for a Medicare supplement when you are first eligible for Medicare, you have what's called guaranteed issue rights. When you turn 65, for most people, when they start their Part B, there is a 6-month Medicare Supplement open enrollment period. And during that period, a person can get a Medicare Supplement plan even if they have pre-existing conditions or disabilities. The health insurance company can't deny the coverage during that open enrollment period, so there's no medical underwriting. Well, just like all other insurance, depending on where you live, you and who's in the pool with you, so to speak, the block of business, that is what we call it as agents, the factors that contribute to your rate is everyone else in that group that you're in. And so again, there are multiple factors that can impact your rate. So as I wind down the video, I want to talk about some solutions if you've had a rate increase. So what happens is a lot of people, when they first start getting started with Medicare and they're shopping for a Medicare Supplement plan, they want some sort of assurance, which I understand, that the company and the rate is stable. For the most part, generally speaking, again, this is just generally speaking, if you have your Medicare Supplement plan with a larger carrier, a lot of times you'll see rate stability. However, we are in uncertain times in 2024, and even some of the largest Medicare Supplement carriers are doing double-digit rate increases. In many ways, we are in uncharted territory when it comes to inflation and health insurance costs. So it's always worthwhile shopping your rate. Shop the rate that you have for the plan that you have. The other thing is you may benefit from downgrading. If you have a plan F or a plan G, you could shop for a plan N and see, again, take a fresh look at some of the rates for plan N as opposed to plan F or plan G, and maybe save on your premium. Now, there are some differences. I've talked about that in other videos. I won't go into that today, but plan N is a little bit less comprehensive than plan G, just like plan G was a little less comprehensive than plan F. So you do have options. And at the end of the day, if you are a Medicare supplement, if you do have a Medicare supplement and the rate just gets to be too high, you can always look at a Medicare Advantage plan during the Medicare open enrollment. And I know that's a controversial thing and people have varying opinions about that I'm sure they'll leave for me in the comments below. But for some people, if the rate gets too high on their premium for their Medicare supplement plan, they really don't have many other options. So you do have options. You can shop your Medicare supplement plan all year long. Again, if you wanted to switch to a Medicare Advantage and you're currently on a Medicare supplement, you'd have to wait until the Medicare open enrollment period. That's all I have for you guys today in this video. I really appreciate you watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. And if you have questions about Medicare, feel free to leave them in the comments below or thoughts. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.